gamer? Gamedev, creator of gaming? John Gaming? No, it couldn't be. It couldn't possibly fucking be. Hello. How are you two? Welcome on in. Surge, not Vast. Caught myself there. And Alex at Decimal, how are you two? Yeah, we're gonna do some game dev. Big groovy vibes. I'm just doing my, like, going live tweets and messages and shit. But we're big chillin', big grooving. And I'll actually catch you guys up on where we are right now, because we're getting ready for playtesting. We're in the final stretch. I basically just need to do, like, damage formulas for the spells, which is, like, whatever. It's time-consuming. And I have to write the segments on, like, how to build a character, so I can just hand the document to a player, and they don't have to ask me questions. But, like, once we're done with that, we're big chillin'. Been a minute. No, it's probably been at least, like, 3 days or some shit. I don't know when I last streamed. Tuesday? Whenever the hell. At minimum. I don't know. I don't keep track of who is where and when. I'm just happy to have people pull up whenever they can. And now is one of those moments where I am fucking thrilled to see you. Have you played anything good recently? I love this music. Gran Turismo soundtrack goes, like, dummy. It's great. Your focus has been on rerouting Maze Madness this past week? Like speedrun shit? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Is that, like, a particularly competitive category? I was gonna say, like, how optimized is it? Yeah, optimization, I think, is one of the more interesting parts of speedrun. I don't have the fucking hands for the execution, I tell you what. Not really. Not really. Oh, I don't exist. Now I exist. What's up? How are you all? Hold on, let me, like, lower my camera and recalibrate my face. I'm calibrated! I'm so calibrated. So yeah, let's go over where we're at with Urchin's Fall. We got big old juicy table of contents. Introduction, how to play. I need to make the character sheet. It doesn't have to be pretty, I just need to make that bad boy. But we have all the rules for all the values that go on it. Oh no, this uses columns, so it fucking, like, breaks the moment. Boop. There we go. Just put that bad boy on its own page, and now it doesn't break the columns. Traits, how to play combat, turns, movements, phases, landing attacks, stealth damage, incapacitation. I need to talk about elemental weaknesses. Hold on. Huh. That's not written literally anywhere. Here we go, okay. When calculating damage dealt, something that is worth considering is what type of damage is being dealt. I don't like the phrasing on that. Here we go. Let's do. When applying damage to specific enemies, when applying damage, there may be cases where certain enemies will have specific vulnerabilities or resistances to different types of damage. For example, an enemy constructed out of, let's say, an enemy's minion that they have constructed out of wood may be particularly susceptible to cutting, burning, or rotting. To represent this in gameplay, certain characters may have a weakness, a resistance, or an immunity to specific types of damage. This feels redundant. Certain characters may have what we refer to as a weakness, a resistance, or an immunity. In the case of a weakness, such as the wooden construct mentioned above. In the case of a weakness, this target will take double. In the case of a weakness, the amount of damage dealt will be doubled after damage rolls have completed. In the case of our wooden construct mentioned above, they would take double damage from cutting damage, high spiral, fire damage, and rot damage. Many of these different here we go. In the case of a resistance, we will have the damage dealt after rolling has concluded, rounding up in the case of any non-integer outcomes. No fucking worries, can do. Yeah, we're just gonna group. Oh my god! Alessandra 99K, thank you for the fucking horrifying jump scare. I appreciate the hell out of it. Welcome the hell on in. Rounding up in the case of any Is it integer? It's integer. Okay. Of any non-integers. I'm just gonna say fractions. Less crazy of a vocab word. In the case of a resistance, we'll have the damage dealt from this element once the rolling has concluded. Rounding up. I'm going to underline that. That's important. Rounding up in the case of any fractions. In the rare case of an immunity, this target will take no damage from the specified element whatsoever. And in some cases, may possess a trait passive trait that will allow them to drain health, to restore health instead. And in some cases, when dealing with powerful boss fights, I'm gonna bold that, some may possess a passive trait. Hello, Maverico. How the hell are you? I'm just pushing through as we get ready to release this bad boy. There's so much to do, and yet so little to do. Very, very realistically, I could get this out in the next week, but I want to not rush myself. I definitely think humans might need a buff. We'll see. We'll see. What the hell else do I need to add? Let's see. Character sheet, 6 main stats, rolling dice, talents and masteries, traits, how to play combat. Congrats on finishing with finals. I hope you did fantastic, and I hope that you will enjoy a nice, relaxing break, because that shit is intense. Turns, movements, and phases, landing attacks, damage, health, and incapacitation, spells and channeling, AoE spells and targeting. I need to write about that. I need to make visuals for that, because I want to have, like, visual representations when saying this spell is this shape. I would much rather just show you a picture than say, it's a cone. The cone is a cone. I think that's dumb. But that's something we'll do later. I know that there's plenty of other things I have to add first. Oh. This segment I want to clean up. There's a bunch of cleanup I have to do right at the end of the document, too. Star Chaser. Weapons and armor. What's up, Sonora? I got, like, no margins. I'm just zoomed in is all. I mean, the margin is from here to here on, like, Google Doc. That shit's like an inch on either side. I feel like that's like a pretty... Oh, vertical ones? Yeah, I just like double click to just merge it because... Hold on, let me go to like view... Show section breaks? No, what the fuck is it? View... Show print layout. Yeah, like look at that, that's huge. Big. Massive, even. Oh, hell no. That needs to be fixed. But, yeah, and then this section I can probably rework to be a lot more straightforward. Geography and cosmology and whatnot, I'm fine releasing that incomplete. I don't care. It's a setting. I'll just say more on this later. Early version. Coming soon. Weapons and armor. After selecting a character's race and class... I haven't talked about masteries, have I? Here... Yeah, so how the fuck is weapon proficiency gonna work? Let's say, like, +2 bonus. +1 bonus. Rocco Far and Advanced Technical Writing stream. I mean, like, that's, like, a huge part of what game design is just clear communication on how your game works. If you can hand your document to someone and they go, I know how to play and have no questions, you're fucking golden. Screams in technical writing. It's true. Tag, in the future, I need to turn off Dark Reader because it breaks Excel. But I would actually love to work with you on getting, like, doing some more fun names for these spells. Because Fireball, like, come on. I want more shit like Caloric Calamity. Or Irradiant Dawn, you know, like the Fire Emblem reference. Subtle. Return to Sender. There's a couple of spell names where I'm like, I really like that one. Like Mithridatic Veins, not changing. You could never, your ideas are too insane for normies to comprehend. See, that's what people say about me. And here I am making a document so people can comprehend so they can play my shit. It's important. You have the power to write. You can create whatever the fuck you want. Oh. When you do try to be clear and concise, do you want my #1 pro tip on what I do? To make a... Because this is 59 pages. Over, what, like a month and a half now? That is not a small undertaking. My #1 tip is I always start with the table of contents. I always start by just writing the headers and the segments, because knowing what information I want to present to the reader in what order is fucking goated with the sauce. It's so good. Oh god, I'm chilly. Hold on. I wanna get a blanket. Here we go. Blanket! Oh, I'm so chilly. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. Weapons. We're gonna write about weapons and armor. Ugh! I have to figure out armor! That's gonna be a pain. After selecting a character's race and class, with writing in general, I wanna, because the way I introduce classes and races is, like, a little more grounded in the setting. You know, miles deep in the darkness of the ocean trenches crushed beneath the combined force of the sea, exerting pressures that could destroy a submarine, life still finds a way. It does this very repetitive, life still finds a way, and then yet, even here, life still finds a way. And then it talks about all of the things you can play as, and what they do, whatnot. So, whoops, weapons and armor. Let's look at what information we need to communicate. These 3 columns on the right here, you can tell by the gray background that they're, not for you. I should sell the blanket as merch. That would be sick as fuck. I would love to release this as, like, a textile. That would be sick as fuck, partnering with, like, a fabric company or something. So, okay. We have categories of weapons. Examples, main stat, damage type, and properties. Okay. So, after selecting a character's race and class, and I'm going to change these to proficiencies. Nope, that's traits. We want to change masteries to proficiencies, because the term masteries is used elsewhere in the document. You have an armadillo plush? Let's go! Proficiencies. 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 You want to know a secret? This is actually what game design is it's just renaming bullshit 800,000 times one at a time. And programming is automating it. That's what it's all about. That's why tech artists, you know, people who like fucking program shit for the artists and designers to use to just auto-generate shit. That's why they make the big bucks. I tell you what, I spelled this shit wrong. Thank you, autocorrect. I love you. My one and only true love. Weapons. After selecting a character's race and class, it comes time to select their weapons of choice. Their weapons of choice. Each different type of weapon can be... Here we go. Unlike other games, there is no limit to what a channeler can use as their primary tool in combat. Channelers imbue objects with power and are capable of turning even the most mundane of household objects, I'll say everyday objects instead, everyday objects, into a lethal tool, provided they are proficient in it. Well, the sky is the limit with exactly what a weapon can be. We lump all the different possibilities into weapon categories, each of which having unique... What would a deck of cards fall under? Blades Light? You just throw it at someone? You know? I guess you could, right? Blades Light. Either that or you just do it as a knuckle weapon and just punch them with a deck of cards. You know, start shuffling it mid-fight. Some goofy shit, I don't know. Well, the sky's the limit with exactly what a weapon can be. We lump all the different possibilities into broad weapon categories. Gambit looking ass. What's up, Snoogie? Broad weapon categories that have a specific play style. Each of these categories, I'm gonna bold, weapon categories, has Is this your card? Hits you with a left hook. A lot of the stuff in light blades, well, light blades you can throw, which is why I say, motherfucking, whatever the hell it is I say. Cards would go in there. That is whatever the hell I say. Okay. Whoops, that's my Twitter. Let's close that. Each of these weapon categories, each of The different weapon categories have a different combination of their primary stat that is used when attacking, their damage dealt per hit, and type of damage dealt, as well as unique properties. I'm just going to bold the word properties. Unique properties that give certain categories of weapons a particularly distinct identity. I should explain further. When making a strike with a weapon, regardless of category, when making a basic, regular strike with a weapon, I'm just gonna say when making a basic strike with a weapon, which we refer to as a weapon strike, which we refer to as a weapon strike, a character will consume one half strike in order to make a directional attack roll using the bonus from their weapon's primary stat. I'm going to say using the bonus specified by this weapon's main stat. In order to have any positive value when using this weapon, this character must have a proficiency with this category of weapon. Proficiencies are determined by the class selected. Let's read this paragraph out loud, because it feels a little all over the place. Let's read the whole section. After selecting a character's race and class, it comes time to select their weapons of choice. Unlike other games, there's no limit to what a channeler can use as their primary tool in combat. Channelers imbue objects with power and are capable of turning even the most mundane of everyday objects into a lethal tool, provided they are proficient in it. Well, the sky's the limit with exactly what a weapon can be. We can lump all the different possibilities into broad weapon categories that have a specific playstyle. Chair. Yeah, you could totally use a chair. What would that be? Clubbing? Clubbing light or clubbing heavy, depending. I really like the idea of two-handed heavy chair that does a shit ton of damage, and then you play like a fucking like Dark Vanguard, right? And you're like wielding a giant folding chair with one hand. Fucking Kanji Tatsumi Persona 4 style. And then, I don't know, your shield is just like a completely different piece of furniture. And then you just pull up on a motherfucker, cast Executioner's Blade, and just gravity press a chair into their face as like your signature wrestling move. That would be ridiculous. Each of the weapon categories have a different combination of their primary stat that is used when attacking, their damage dealt per hit, and the type of damage dealt, as well as unique properties that can give certain categories of weapons. Let's just say that provide specific effects. Yes, you can wield 2 tower shields. We have rules for punching someone with a shield. Does knockback, and if they hit you in a direction where you got a shield, you can parry 3. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. Hold on. I will be right back in like a minute. But while I'm gone, if you have no attention span, check out the fan art slideshow. Yo, who up buying they Wonder Bread? Who up buying they Wonder Bread? Me. I don't think I've ever had Wonder Bread in all honesty. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I straight up don't know. Oh, my sister just messaged me. It's very sweet but mid. It's bread. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What we will refer to. Okay, each of the different weapon categories have a different combination of their primary stat. Each of the different weapon Here you go. Each of the different weapon categories. Here we go. Every single weapon. Here we go. We lump all the different possibilities into broad weapon categories that have a specific playstyle. Every weapon you can imagine, so long as it can fit into one of these categories, will play no different from anything you might normally find on a battlefield. Invisalign check. Oh! Wait, my Vine Boom sound effect isn't working. Hello? Audio configuration error. I fixed it. That shit is in. There we go. That shit is in! Sloppy. Sloppy. Okay. I don't know if I like this paragraph. Each of the different weapon categories have a different combination of their primary stat that is used when attacking, their damage dealt per hit, and the type of damage dealt, as well as unique properties. Alex is first, let's go! That provide specific effects. Let's just say properties that provide unique effects. Why didn't you claim first, you fool? No, it's fine. I know that if I was a chatter, I would never remember to get it. Holy shit. I don't remember to get that shit in anyone else's channels. I'm not special. Shit. Alright. When making a basic strike with a weapon, which we refer to as a weapon strike, a character will consume 1/2 strike in order to make a directional attack roll. Oh. You'd split the chicken nugget of power. Yeah, that would, like, blow up some shit up, probably, huh? Maverico's the first in my heart. Yeah, I guess no one's entered there yet. Yeah, you could probably, like, cut your way in, climb in. Yeah. Oh, you meant, like metaphorically. Yeah, that too. Just cut me open and climb inside. Each of the different weapon categories have a different combo of their primary stat that is... I, like, hate this paragraph. Their damage dealt per hit and the type of damage dealt, as well as properties that provide unique effects. Here we go. These values, all of which are solely determined by the weapon category, will give us all of the information we need about how to use, about how this weapon plays. What is poppin', honey? I'm sucking on a lozenge. Streaming some game dev. We are kind of in the last push. I definitely, like... Do you know that feeling of, like, going up the roller coaster? I'm definitely, like, hitting a hill. But we're getting very close to being able to just, like, fucking release this bad boy. And, like, just hand it to people and say, you can run a campaign with this. Not just game scientist stuff, but game developer stuff. So I've been making a tabletop RPG. We're up to 59 pages for this silly, wacky document. It's big. But yeah. I'm writing about, like, weapons and armor. I like this a lot better. Each of the different weapon categories have a different combination of their primary stat that is used when attacking, their damage dealt per hit, and the type of damage dealt, as well as properties that provide unique effects. Here we go. Each of the different weapon categories are differentiated by their different combinations. Each of the weapon categories are differentiated by their unique combinations of their primary stat that is used when attacking, their damage dealt per hit, and the type of damage dealt, as well as properties that provide unique effects in combat. These values, all of which are solely determined by the weapon category, will give us all of the information that we need about how this weapon plays. There we go. New paragraph. When making a basic strike with a weapon, which we will refer to as a weapon strike, a character will consume 1/2 strike in order to make a directional attack roll. Is that fucking Garfield? No, that's Buff Pup. Oh. How to tell that I don't watch Buff Pup without me saying that I don't watch Buff Pup. I've caught Buff Pup's stream, like, once. She was playing, like, the shitty FNAF game that came out. Like, the $60 one. And, cause I don't get to catch her, because she streams, you know, in the morning, and I'm not usually available then. But her sense of humor clicked with me immediately. She was like, there's two kinds of FNAF fans. There's ones who don't want to fuck the animatronics, and then there's me. And I'm like, I like her sense of humor. You're eating us out of house and home. Hold on, let me put on my I'm sorry, John voice. You're eating us out of house and home, Garmfield. I cannot feed you anymore. I have no Lazaga. Space Pirate K gave it to Gorfeld. I'm sorry, Garmfield. Yeah. Okay, maybe what I meant by sense of humor is I just appreciate her taste in monsters. Maybe that's it. Here we go. When making a basic strike with a weapon, which we refer to as a weapon strike, a character will consume 1/2 strike in order to make a directional attack roll against a single target. Oh boy, did you join at a good time. Hi, Normal. Things were rather, normal until then. I got my license! Monster fucker license confirmed. Hold on. My sister, just messaged me. I can find someone who can. She started playing FF14 alongside some of her friends, but everyone's on the free trial, so they can't, like, send party invites. So she's like, I think my friend's at their first dungeon. Can you give us, like, a party invite so we can play together? And then she updated and then went, never mind, it's a solo instance. But, if that moment happens, would one of you guys be willing to just boot up FF14 and help my sister, like, set up a party? I could also just, like, stop the stream for a moment and do that, but, like, I like working and grooving with you guys. And by stop the stream, I mean I would still be at my computer. I would just boot up FF14 to set that up for her. We'll get there when we get there. When making a basic strike with a weapon, which we refer to as a weapon strike, a character will consume 1/2 strike in order to make a directional attack roll against a single target. Assuming the character also has a proficiency in this category of weapons, they may apply the bonus specified by this weapon's main stat when rolling to confirm a hit. Characters may apply the positive bonus specified by this weapon's main stat when rolling to confirm a hit. Negative bonuses will be applied regardless of whether a character has a proficiency or Hello, Hem! How was your stream? You did your first stream earlier today, didn't you? And hello, Otis. That shit is in! Every single person is my enemy. It said. Negative bonuses will be applied regardless of whether a character has a proficiency in that category of... in that weapon category or not. You did, but Mech Warrior 5 did not want to cooperate. Yeah, I feel like technical difficulties are like the hallmark of a first stream. If you go... I think this should actually link you to the channel. Yeah, if you go to the full VODs and scroll all the way down to my very first stream, like the first 45 minutes are like kind of unwatchable. I was like running on like an old hand-me-down GPU I got from a friend, and I was playing fucking like Dauntless. Yeah, like the free-to-play Monster Hunter competitor. And I didn't have anyone in chat because I had just started. And, you know, at about 45 minutes in, one of my friends from school comes in and is like, hey, your computer seems to be struggling. Normal, what the fuck? Thank you! Oh my god, thank you for the fucking subscription. Holy shit. Can we get some fucking 07s for normal? What the fuck? Thank you. Enjoy those fucking emotes. But roughly, the first 45 minutes of that stream looked like dog shit. I couldn't tell because it looked fine in OBS, which it totally wasn't. What the fuck? Literal first even non-prime subscription? Can we get another round of 07s? Holy fucking shit, I'm honored. Thank you. That fucking means a lot to me. No more attention? Okay, I'll go back to telling my story. I'll go back to telling my story. No more 07s! We're gonna scare normal off! Everyone stop! Yeah, the first 45 minutes were like capturing maybe 3 frames a second. It was not good. My computer was like overheating. It looked like shit. And I was just talking into the void. Good memories, fun times. When rolling to confirm a hit. Negative bonuses will be applied regardless of whether a character has a proficiency in that weapon category or not. Proficiencies are determined by the class that is selected. Although more proficiencies may be earned through character progression. Does the umlau mean you have hair? Maybe it's just a guy going, oh! 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 Like that. I don't know. When making a... Right. Okay. The list of weapon categories may be found below. And then we're just gonna, you know, import this, copy, paste, and nothing will go wrong. Paste unlinked. Nothing will go wrong. Why is this one, like, missing some shit on the left? Are you okay? Hold on. Hold on. There's, like, a line missing on the left, and I hate that. That's gonna drive me abso-fucking-lutely insane. Okay, did that, like, fix it? And then we're just gonna paste that bad boy, paste unlinked. Boop. Okay. Examples, I'm fine with wrapping around. Okay, Let's, like, squeeze that one a little bit more. Damagi! 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 Damagi. I love Damagi! I love Damagi. Damagi. Oh. Monkey. Monkey. See, this is why I say, like, get rid of the fucking page breaks when you read this shit. Wait a second. Wait a second. Because you can do page setup, and you can just go to pageless. And check this bad boy out. Ready? Boom. Pageless. And now it's pageless. Why is that shit missing a fucking... Do you see that? Look at that. There's like a line that isn't as dark. Right there. How can we fix this? Why does this happen? Does God hate me? Are we here just to suffer? I need to fix this. Like, I thought I fixed it, but apparently not. Inner borders? No. Just outer. Outer borders. And on the left side, please. Category. Examples. Main stat. Damage. Damagi. Damagi. And we're just gonna delete this bad boy. Bam. Paste unlinked. What the fuck? Excuse me one second. I need to download this bad boy as a PDF and see what it would look like right now. Oh, it's taken its time. Why'd that one get tall? Why did that one get tall? What the fuck? Why are war wires tall? Urchins Fall PDF. Does it look like shit? It adds page breaks. Motherfucking PDFs. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. This shit isn't pageless at all. Bruh. Dude, what? No. No, dude. That's fucking atrocious. Yeah, Undo. Undo. Let me make sure that we are not in pageless mode. Page. Portrait. Okay. We're good? Let me go up to, like, talents and math. Yeah, we're good. No, I know Control Enter is a forced page break. That is probably what we're gonna have to do with this bad boy, in all honesty. Weapons and armor. We might just have to put the table on its own page. Holy shit. What the fuck is... It's just there. Why just there? But now there's shit on the... I could save it as an image. But I don't wanna. I could. But that would make way too much sense. I could. How do I save it as an image? Can you do, like, save as? Export? Share? Download? PDF? CSV? I'm sure there's a way. I mean, I could just do the snipping tool. Just grab that bad boy. Ready? Boom. This is beautiful. Ready? Check this shit. Ready? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's fucking hideous. See, but, like, is that, like, too small for people to read, or what? They're just gonna fucking have to zoom in. Skill issue. Then we tenderly crop it. Oh, so tenderly. Just like that. You can't see it, but I physically just did 2 thumbs up. Look how, like, it's so squished that all the fucking, oh my god, yeah, you gotta zoom in. No, I like having this, like, actually... Border color. Custom? No, it's cancel. Table? I'm gonna obsess over this for the rest of the fucking stream, I swear to god. Table options. Maybe that was the issue, though. Was maybe in that one little thingy, I had the border color different. Hold up. Border color. Black. Everywhere. And then... paste unlinked. It's fucking fixed. Love to see it. You fucking love to see it. You fucking love to see it. What am I deleting? When I hit backspace, what is getting deleted? I'm literally holding down backspace. What is getting deleted? I don't trust like that. I'm just gonna hit undo to be safe. Oh, I gotta like zoom back in to 125%. That's how I like my shit. Damagi. And we are gonna put that dango on its own page. Knuckled weapons. There, now you don't have to be so tall. Main stat, damage type. And then properties. So beneath that, we'll talk about what the properties are, what they do. And I also need to specify that when a weapon says varies or bludgeoning or piercing, it can only do one. And you need to talk with your DM to specify that. But first, I'm going to empty my very tiny bladder. It distresses me so, but I like to stay hydrated. Guy with the world's smallest bladder says what? Wait, what? Against a single target. If this attack is successful, Katamari damaging. That's what they should do, is they should release like a Katamari game, but instead of relaxing, it's really stressful and call it Katamari damaging. Or some shit, I don't know. Don't make Katamari stressful, by the way. That was a joke. If this attack roll is successful, players may then roll to calculate. You know, I don't know if I talk about actually rolling to determine how much may roll the dice specified in the weapon categories damage column and deal damage of the specified type. In the case that the weapon category lists varies or multiple options, players may choose one of the listed damage types for their specific weapon to deal. Assuming the character and there we go. And then we can talk about proficiency. In the table on the next page. This song's nice. On the next page. And then we'll talk about weapon properties. Talking about properties like a chart explaining. Yeah, we could probably just keep talking about properties. Versatile? You mean varies, or? Oh yeah, like this shit. I could just do like a little section break. The 2 damage types. Like a chart explaining what each property does. What? Bludgeoning or piercing. Varies. What did I call it? Here we go. If the attack roll is successful, players may then roll the dice specified in the weapon category's damage column and deal damage of the specified type. We're going to bold that. In the case that the weapon category lists the damage type as varies or as multiple options, player may choose one of the listed damage types for their specific weapon to deal. So you want me to specify that varies as multiple options in the case of where it is listed as varies. Provided damage types for their weapon to deal. Nope. It's not a property. I'm thinking, like, do I want to explain the properties before or after? Because I feel like getting a look at the weapons would certainly help, right? I would say the game dev stuff's going pretty good. I am, like, hype. This shit's cool. I like working on it. It's fulfilling. I get to make awesome shit. And I get to use that to make people smile. What more could a fucking person ask for in the world? Honestly. Can I merge these two? Can I merge them? Is that like an Excel thing? Table options. Ugh, whatever, yeah. You'd say after so people can just go back and reference it. Yeah, that's like, I think that's reasonable. And we'll just go right on to the next page. Yeah, and then we can just do a subheader. Weapon properties. And it's literally on the next page. Maybe found below. And the effects of each property of a weapon's properties may be found on the page after. Okay, weapon properties. Here we go. We can probably just do like a bullet point list. Let's get these bad boys in alphabetical order. Okay. First of all, bold for all of these guys. Reach. Follow up is before that in the alphabet. Command is right at the beginning. QRS. Scatter. Yes, sometimes I have to say the alphabet out loud when I'm fucking looking for shit in the middle. And if you don't, you're a fucking liar. Ranged. Thrown. QRST. Thrown. Two-handed. Oh, welcome back. Just type them all into a spreadsheet and then... Ugh, you're right, but I don't feel like doing that. Command. Body. Scatter. I'm going to have those come from command. And I'm also going to make command an exception and put that one at the bottom, because command is definitely the most elaborate. Two-handed, scatter, command, polygrip. Elemental P, QRS, polygrip. Knockback. Knockback. Heavy. Okay, H is before K. Heavy. Weapon systems are like the hardest thing ever. I'm satisfied with what I made. I am very satisfied with what I made, actually. The less bullshit, the better. I like that I'm like, the less bullshit, the better. But also, like, you can literally scroll up and see that there's rules on how to fucking command a fucking zombie. Or a fucking swarm of bees. Or fucking nanomachines. That you can scatter with 10x, because algebra. Because fuck it, we ball. Maybe I should make it like scatter 4. No, because that's, like, overpowered, actually. Because then it would be able to attack 4 times. And we can't get much lower than a D4, unfortunately. Okay. You're always going to either not give enough options to make people satisfied or give so many that you have to spec into only one specific weapon type. I think that there are definitely, like, a good range of options here. And a lot of them are also, like, the different classes definitely will point you in the direction of specific weapons. So, like, for example, academics get a huge bonus to... Why does that say wit? We changed that to dexterity. Why does that say wit? Fucking idiot. You're wrong. Main stat. There we go. Like, they have a property that if they use flails or war wires, it will deal it with the wit bonus. So you just want to use that shit because it's sick as fuck. Reach. Okay. Reach. This weapon, it possesses a long blade, long range. Dual wielding is an option, yes. This weapon possesses a long range, and I should specify that. We can add more. When looking through the list of weapons, players may choose to carry as many or as few weapons as they please, but may only wield one in each hand during a combat encounter, unless they would like to spend a turn to sheathe and unsheath their gear. An entire full strike. When looking through the list of weapons, players may choose to carry as many or as few weapons as they please, but may only wield one in each hand during a combat encounter, unless they would like to spend an entire full strike to sheathe and unsheath their gear. There we go. You can dual wield. Can you dual wield a sniper rifle? I guess if you were a Vanguard, you could. Because sniper rifles, which are under firearms heavy, are two-handed weapons. You gotta have both hands on the sniper rifle, or you are gonna end up injured. Well, no matter what, attacking with one of them is a half strike, so it's just which one. Regardless of how many they are holding, I'm gonna drink a big water. Thank you. Ugh. I can't wait to pee in like 20 minutes. What's up, Psylime? Regardless of how many they are holding, regardless of whether they are dual wielding or not, players may only attack with one weapon per half strike. Maybe I will change that in the future. But I did not put in all these numbers with the intent for players to be able to, like... Yeah. The weapons that are meant to be dual-wielded have the follow-up property, and if you are, like, dual-wielding and do another attack with them, do additional damage on the second hit. So that is kind of how I chose to tackle dual-wielding. Follow-up. This weapon is swift. This weapon's attacks flow naturally into each other, allowing for powerful combos or dual wielding with ease. On weapons with this property, the second time they are used to attack in a turn, they will deal an amount of damage listed in parentheses next to this property. Let's read that out loud. This weapon's attacks flow naturally into each other, allowing for powerful combos or dual wielding with ease. On weapons with the follow-up property, don't correct me. My God. The second time they are used to attack in a turn, they will deal an additional amount, an additional amount of damage, which is listed in the parentheses next to this property. There you go. Heavy. I could change it to be, like, unwieldy. Large, heavy, bulky, unwieldy. All of these can be used to describe weapons with this property. I'm just going to say this property, so it's not like a fucking field of bold. On weapons with this property, the second time they are used to attack in a turn, large, heavy, bulky, unwieldy. All of these can be used to describe the weapons with this property. Cumbersome and difficult to use any weapon strikes made with this weapon must consume a full strike. I'm gonna unbold that. People should know what weapon strikes are by now. Knockback! How do I want to introduce it? Polygrip. Polygrip. What I read about. a versatile tool that can be held in a variety of manners. Weapons with the polygrip property. Add to dictionary. Add to dictionary. Weapons with the polygrip property may be held with both hands to deal an increased amount of damage when striking a foe. The amount dealt when using both hands may be found in the parentheses next to this property. And we're going to underline must. Knockback. Skilled at, let's say, with an affinity for winding their foes and knocking them off of their feet. Weapons with the knockback property. I didn't write about parry. Parry. A versatile tool that can be held in a variety of manners. Weapons with the polygrip property may be held with both hands to deal an increased amount of damage when striking a foe. The amount dealt with when using both hands may be found in... Okay. Knockback's the one I didn't finish writing. Why is my music all quiet? Good shit. I wanna listen to Katamari music. Katamari OST. Oh, this is the PDF. Get that shit out of here. With an affinity for winding their foes and knocking them off of their feet. For stunning and winding their foes. Knocking them off of their feet. Weapons with the knockback property can displace an enemy, forcing them to move an amount of tiles in a direction forcing them to move backwards away from the attack. Can force an enemy, can displace an enemy away from the direction of the attack. To a tile. Whoa, that's loud. Yeah, I gotta lower that. The amount of tiles a target will be moved may be found in the parentheses next to this property. Parry. This weapon may be used to defend from incoming attacks. What's up, Rilo? How's it hanging? That shit is in!
Bruh.
It's in. What is up? This weapon may be used to defend from incoming attacks. And any attacks traveling in the direction in a direction that any attacks traveling in the direction of this weapon will deal an amount of damage will have their damage reduced by the amount, I should say, any directional strikes traveling in the direction of this weapon will have their damage reduced by the amount listed in the parentheses next to this property. When using a weapon with this property, it is important for players to specify which hand this weapon is held in. Doing good, just woke up because as soon as you touched your bed, you instantly fell asleep. God damn! In the case of ring braces, in the case of ring braces, which may be placed on the field, the parry, any attack traveling through a ring will apply the effects of parry. Yeah. In the case of ring braces, which may be placed on the field, any attack traveling through a ring will apply the effects of parry. Does parry stack? In the case of shields, you could have protection on your left and protection on your right. I'm going to need to specify that for sure. This weapon may be used to defend from incoming attacks. Any directional strikes traveling in the direction of this weapon will have their damage reduced by the amount. When using a weapon with this property, it is important for players to specify which hand this weapon is held in, as they may only parry from the front and from the side that this weapon is held in. This is Katamari music. So if you hold two, you can parry both from the front. Dual wielding weapons with this property may use both weapons to block from the front. Perhaps I will need to nerf parry. We will see. We will see. Perhaps I will need to. But I encourage DMs to play their enemies as intelligent life forms that will actually try to circle around a shield, because that's stupid. Yeah, I could make shields do less, but if we look at the average damage that a shield does, 6.5. The only thing lower than that is light blades, which may be thrown. Give me a second. I'm going to change that right now. So we're going to do that, and then for shields, We're just gonna reduce that bad boy by 2. Put that 5.5. There we go. Now I have to go over here and change that. Okay. Blades. Light. Increase that damage by 1. Shields. Decrease that shit by 2. I could just trade more damage also. So, yeah. You could just, like, swap the hand your shield is in also. You can do that. You can put it in your other hand. This weapon, any directional strikes traveling in the direction of this weapon will have their damage reduced by the amount. When using a weapon with this property, it is important for players to specify which hand this weapon is held in, as they may only parry from the front and from the side that this weapon is held in. Fuck doing this as a bullet point, actually. Hold on. Yo! Boom. Follow-up. Heavy. We're gonna do it like this. This looks much better anyways. Poly grip. Wait a second. There we go. And then the other ones we'll get to. Okay. Weapon properties. Follow-up. This weapon's attacks flow naturally into each other, allowing for powerful combos or dual wielding with ease. On weapons with this property, the second time they are used to attack in a single turn. That's because game design is an art form. Even if, like, 90% of it is just documentation work. It's an art. Will deal an additional amount of damage, which is listed in the parentheses next to this property. Honestly, like, just give it a shot. Just go ahead and make a game. That's the craziest thing is, like, anyone can just start writing. And as you see, I'm just making this shit with no programming. Hell, don't even need the art either. I mean, it certainly helps, right? Oh, the visual of the text documents, like my formatting? Oh, yeah. I mean, this comes from, like, years of doing this. We're up to 62 pages? Jesus Christ! What's up, coffee? Holy shit. How far are we into the stream? An hour and 38 minutes, and for the third time I have to pee. I have to pee once every half hour. How? Oh my god, dude. What if I was just better at holding it? I'm not. I'll be back in a sec. God damn. I'm a piss enigma. It's a mystery. No, I just literally drink so much water. It's insane. It's insane. Slime says, this is more documentation than I've ever made over all the projects I've worked on. I'm not gonna lie. I've done a lot of documentation over the years, so I'm sure it doesn't total up to 62 pages. Fuck you, Coffee. Oh my god. This is by far the longest document I have made. By far. For design. I think, like, probably my longest before this would probably have been like 22 pages or so. Probably around that range, like low 20s. And that would have included shit like target audience. This is player facing, which means that it includes a lot more setting the scene and flavor text, right? So like in getting started. Yeah. I'm sure your page effects could go over a page easy. Like, writing a page isn't that hard. I mean, shit. We've done 5 since the stream started. We were just at, like, 57. And, you know, sometimes writing a page actually means, fucking copy and pasting a table and adding a page break. But I'm still gonna count it. I actually don't want to listen to Fugue 77. I do want to listen to... Ugh. Sorry. I really like Lonely Rolling Star. Give it to me. Yes! I really like this song. Is knockback clear enough with an affinity for stunning their foes? I don't like winding. Stunning their foes, knocking them off their feet. Weapons with the knockback with the knockback property can displace an enemy to a tile away from the direction of the attack. I'm even hitting the down arrow key to the beat. What's up, very real flesh human? There's something slightly off about the display sentence to you, but 1, that's your opinion, and 2, you haven't figured it out yet. No, I'm with you. I don't think it's clear. With an affinity for stunning their foes and knocking them off their feet, weapons with a knockback property will displace enemies when attacking, moving them to a tile away from the direction of the attack. I like that better. The amount of tiles that a target will be moved may be found in the parenthesis next to this weapon property. Weapon! Weapon property. I love making typos. Weapon! No, you're right, though. Thank you for saying that. That definitely... Like, all feedback is helpful. Damagi! Weapon Damagi! I love Damagi. Displace enemies when attacking. Moving them one or more tiles away. In the direction of the attack. Moving in the direction of the attack. Weapon! Audio cue. Weapon! Pwee, pwee, pwee! I've never played Rhythm Heaven. Maybe I ought to. The amount of tiles that a target will be moved may be found in the parentheses next to this weapon property. Oh, I love having ADHD because now I already want to listen to something else. This is great. I'm just gonna crack open vibe tracks. What is in this playlist that I want to listen to right now? All of this is like stream safe shit. I know what I want to listen to. I want to listen to this. I love this song. This is like one of the overworld areas from Final Fantasy XIV Heaven's Word. I love that game. It made me cry. I was listening to the Heaven's Word theme on like good headphones, and I actually cried. I've never cried to music or video games or like TV or anything before. But yeah, I listened to Dragon Song on good headphones right after listening to Answers on good headphones, and I don't know. It's just hit. This is indeed churning mess, yeah. I love this song. I could listen to it for hours. I think it's so peaceful. There's so many really good peaceful tracks in the soundtrack. Polygrip. Harry. Oh yeah. Ranged. This weapon is best used at a distance. There we go. This weapon fires projectiles. Because everything ranged is just firearms, right? Scatter. Command body. Final Fantasy soundtracks do never miss. Even FF13, everyone loves to hate on FF13, but FF13's got some tracks. Some good-ass tracks. This weapon fires projectiles. And may be used from a distance. 13 has good gameplay, and 13.2 has good story. I think it's probably the other way around. Because okay, so FF13 has like a couple of core issues. The first of which is being that there's like a kajillion cutscenes right at the beginning, and they drop a bunch of key terms on you that you have to go to the in-game glossary to follow along with. And, like, it does a bunch of perspective swaps right at the front. And also, all of the early dungeons are, like, hallways. And to add insult to injury, one of the options when you get into a fight is auto-combat. And it just has, like, an AI pick what it thinks is just the best attacks for that situation. And you can just do that through, like, the whole game. And that upsets me. I don't know. I've had a really hard time sticking with 13, but I was gifted a copy on Steam, which means that I could potentially mod it. And I would not be interested in that, you know? I mean, shit, if you guys want to see that, I don't want to do it. I don't know if there's a lot of demand for Final Fantasy 13 content, though. This weapon fires projectiles and may be used from a distance, striking from an amount of tiles. Striking from as many tiles away up to the amount of tiles listed in the parentheses next to this. This weapon fires projectiles and may be used from a distance, striking from... This distance may be as high as the amount of tiles listed in the parentheses next to this property. In the case of... Whoa! Oh my god! Cheshire Jack, thank you for the fucking raid. Welcome the hell on in, everyone. Can we get a shout out for Cheshire Jack, fellow member of the Wrecking Crew? Thank you so much for fucking sharing your community with me. Hello everyone. My name is Rocco Foreign. I'm a silly, wacky armadillo VTuber, as well as a game developer. I am actually working on a completely original tabletop game. We're up to 62 pages right now. It's called Urchin's Fall, and it's about a moon that has a big cannon on it, and there's a bunch of bad guys that get shot out of the cannon, and they come down and try to kill everyone. Also, there's like a fucking crazy magic system, all sorts of combos, and I'm hoping to get this bad boy released by maybe the end of the year. We will see. We will see. We will see. But I've been working on this since the beginning of last month. So I have been... Oh my god, I'm not following you. Let me fix that. No fucking worries about the raid and lurk because of work. I appreciate the ever-living fuck out of you sending everyone over here. And I think it might just be time to party about it. I think it might just be time to party about it. Yeah, I definitely want to run several games with this. And once it's, like, nice and ready... You know, I just realized how loud this radio is. Hold on. Let me, like, lower that by, like, 4 decibels so I can actually, like, speak over it comfortably. You know, I'm gonna lower that bad boy by, like, another 6. That shit is loud. Yeah, we're gonna have it like there. How's that? Yeah, that should be better. A little bit more. But yeah, that silly wacky vid is kind of the vibe here. A lot of potty humor is basically what I'm trying to say. And some Bug Fables tracks while we're grooving and working. I hope Spiritfarer was a lot of fun. I've heard that game is pretty emotional. Right now, I'm talking about the different weapon properties that the different kinds of weapons have. Cumbersome and difficult to use. Any weapon strikes that are made with this weapon must consume an entire full strike. Here we go. We need to change up parry. This weapon may be used to defend from incoming attacks. Any directional strikes traveling in the direction of this... Yanked guts out and beat me with them and called me out on my... Oh my god, okay. Holy shit. Will have their damage reduced by the amount listed in the parentheses next to this property. When using a weapon with parry... Yeah, what do you do when you use a weapon with parry? It is important for players to specify which hand this weapon is held in, as they may only parry from the front and from the side that this weapon is held in. From the front, from the side that this weapon is held in, and from the diagonal that lies in between. Dual wielding property weapons with this property may use both weapons to block from the front, stacking the effects of parry. In the case of the command weapon, there we go. In the case of the weapon category of ring braces, which may be placed on the field, any attack traveling through a ring will have the amount of will be parried and have its damage reduced by the specified amount per ring. Which may be physically placed on the field. Any attack traveling through a ring will be parried and have its damage reduced by the specified amount per ring. Polygrip, a versatile tool that can be held in a variety of manners. Weapons with the polygrip property may be held with both hands to deal an increased... I'm satisfied with that. Ranged. This weapon fires projectiles and may be used from a distance. This distance may be as high as the amount of tiles listed in the parentheses next to this property. In the case of some GMs, it may... Can someone stand in the same space as a ring brace? Yes. Yes, they may. Yes, we will be getting to that. That's once we handle command, body, and scatter. Because ring braces and command weapons are their own fucking beast. Finchy, hello! Can we get a shout out for Finchy right fucking now, actually? Hey, Finchy! How are you? In the case of some GMs, they may care about keeping track of ammunition, that these weapons use. Oh, love you too, bud. This weapon fires projectiles and may be used from a distance. This distance may be as high as the amount of tiles listed in the parentheses next to this property. Let's say as high as an amount of tiles equivalent to the value listed in the parentheses next to this property. In the case of some GMs, they may wish to keep track of the ammunition that players use for these weapons. That is, at present, outside of the scope of this game's mechanics and falls to individual parties to determine. I have to pee again! Ugh! What is with this shit every half hour? How much water did I drink? Oh my god, it's because I had fucking... Oh my god, it's because I had English breakfast tea. I had a huge mug of English breakfast tea today. And not only is that a bunch of liquid, but it's also caffeinated. Oh my god. That's totally it. Oh my god. I wish I could just one and done this shit. Get a prostate check or something. Thank you, Kim. You know, that's what I've been saying, but nobody wants to check it. Nobody seems to want to put their hand up my butt. And that makes me sad, you know? Imagine taking a 3-day-long piss, then never peeing again for the rest of your life. Pissing for 3 straight days would be a social experiment. How long can I pee while attempting to maintain my daily life? Just like continuous pee stream. That's awesome. Per ring. Yeah, I don't know what to check for either. Yeah, just feeling around in a butt. Yep, that's a butt. That's a prostate. Prostate's been checked. Yep, it's there, you know. Yeah. I don't know. I'll ask the doctor next time I go. I'm like, can you push your hand up my butt? No, I'm just a hypochondriac. And I need your hand up my butt for my mental health because I'm convinced I'm dying, you know? This weapon possesses a long range and may be used to hit targets 1 additional tile away. A long range via a cable, wire, or long handle. I don't want to say long shaft. What is the base of the spear? We're being pole mounted. Yeah, a cable, a wire, or being... Ugh, I know it's a shaft. And maybe used to hit targets 1 additional tile away. I should say... Hold on. Adjacent target. A single adjacent target. Shaft. Ranged. I also want to add... In the case that... Ugh. I literally did sip. I refill my water like every time I go to the bathroom. It's just like a fucking continuous stream. Water in, water out. Water in, water out. Water in, water out. I'm going crazy. Absolutely fucking... I don't know. I should have thought of how I was going to finish that sentence before firing my lasers. Oh, I have a question for you guys. Follower emotes can be used on other channels now. Out of my emotes, which ones would you most like to see become follower emotes so you can use them anywhere? I don't know if I can make them animated. But we're going to include animated just because. But I would like to hear your guys' input on that, either now or in the future. Because I want to give people emotes that they like to use so they can use them. Crazy concept, I know. In the case that there is an obstacle or in the case that there is an obstacle or, you know, barrier between the player and their target, let's say attacker and their target. Attacker and their target. They may either need to take a penalty when rolling to hit or reposition at the GM's discretion. There's going to be a lot of at the GM's discretion in the first release, because I'm sorry, but holding a GM's hand is not something I need to do right now. We'll get there when we get there. In the case that there is an obstacle or barrier obstructing a clear shot from the attacker to their target, they may either need to take a penalty, they may either need to apply a penalty when rolling to hit, or when rolling to hit at the GM's discretion. I'm going to say they may at the GM's discretion. They may at the GM's discretion be asked to apply a penalty when rolling to hit their target. There we go. Thrown. Much like the... Oh, I'm cranking this one. This one's a bop. Take a sip. The Maunch. You would want the Maunch. Wait, I can make my voice like this. Suspiciously good? That's right, Normal. I've deceived you the entire time. I was never an armadillo. I was actually the gurgle sound effect instrument from Lisa the Painful the whole time. That's me. This guy right here, that's me. That guy right there, that's also me. Spoilers, Lisa? I'm also Lisa. I'm just saying, you know? I'm just saying. Much like weapons with the ranged property, this weapon may be used to hit distant targets with a range equivalent to the value specified in the parentheses next to this property. Unlike ranged weapons, however, weapons with this property must be thrown, exiting the caster's hand entirely. Additionally, in the case that the attacker possesses a mastery of throwing, let's say a throwing mastery, Dex. Weapons with this property must be thrown from the caster's hand entirely. Beam, boom, 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 bottom bum. Yo, shout out Jubilife. Yo, crank that shit. Yo, happy fucking Friday, by the way. Does anyone have any fun plans this weekend? I got a text from, like, one of my childhood friends to go to, like, a holiday party tomorrow at his place. And he's like, yeah, there's gonna be hella games. And that sounded like something you might want to be there for. I'm like, it is. So I am very much looking forward to that. You're gonna get victory dinner for beating finals? Oh! Let's fucking go. So you didn't just... So just to clarify, you didn't just make it through finals. You beat them. Oh. So what are you gonna have? Whenever I do really good, I like to get sushi. I love sushi. Oh! Oh, yes! Oh, yeah! This is the best thing in my entire playlist. This is the best thing in my entire fucking stream playlist. By far. What is Menudo? I hope it's not a G's Nuts setup. This is like the closest I can get to just listening to MF Doom on stream. I will take it. Cow stomach soup? What the fuck? You know what? Hell yeah. I'm sure that shit is good. I've never had it. Have I eaten stomach before? Not off the top of my head. I'm gonna assume that belly shots don't count as eating stomach, right? Is Hanukkah excited for latkes? Yeah, Hanukkah starts on the 22nd. Part of me wants to try to set up, like, a Hanukkah collab. And, like, just get a bunch of, like, Jewish friends together and play dreidel and, like, talk about Hanukkah. Especially with all the bullshit going on this year, I feel like just kind of being out there and getting to talk about, like, our faith is important. You know, so we can't be misrepresented and shit. Because that's, yeah. It starts this weekend? Wait, what the fuck? Wait a second. When does Hanukkah start 2022? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, I thought that shit was on the 22nd. I haven't gotten my family gifts yet. Yeah, I was gonna do, like, dreidel gambling. In, like, Tabletop Simulator or something. I think that would be awesome. Additionally, in the case that the attacker possesses a throwing mastery, dexterity, they may apply... They may choose to apply their... they will gain a bonus when rolling to strike. I will say they will gain... They will apply their mastery bonus when rolling to strike. And may choose to perform an overhead toss, converting their attack from a directional strike to a high strike. Boom, 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 boom. And may be used to hit targets one additional tile away. What weapons have reach? Hold on. Reach. pole arms. Who else has reach? That's it, okay. When a weapon with this property, I'm gonna say, yeah. Additionally, when a weapon with this property lands a critical hit, the attacker may choose to use their weapon to pull the target one tile towards them. Will this be useful? Maybe on like a vanguard that uses like a one-handed spear. But hey, the option's there. Two-handed. Two-handed. Okay. Heavy, unwieldy. Possessing a rather extreme mass distribution, these weapons require both hands to adequately control. These weapons cannot be used without their wielder using both hands. Period. Command weapons. Oh boy, those are gonna be fun to try to explain. Alright, well, it's been like 20 minutes since the last pee, but I might have a serious issue. I'm back. Hello. My dog has decided to join me. Come here, baby. I don't know if she's gonna, start crying to go O-U-T-S-I-D-E. Don't want her catching on. No, you just want your face scratched? You just want your face scratched? Yeah. Yeah, she just wants her face scratched. Come here. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Good girl. She's so sweet. Oh, my little old lady. Oh. She just turned 14 A month ago to the day. A month ago to the day. Isn't that right, miss? Oh, yeah, how can I work on a game? I've got a dog right here, a little fluffy baby. Go lay down. Do you want me to open the door? I have to keep the door shut so the cat doesn't get in because I'm allergic to her. Go lay down, miss. Yeah, she's like exploring. Best stream. I know, I wish I had like a camera so you guys could see her. Come here, baby. What's up? What's up, baby? Oh. She's crying. You know what? Since my dog is crying, I think I'm gonna call it so I can go take her for a walk. Yeah, I'm gonna take you for a walk. Okay, I am not gonna keep her waiting. Wait. You guys don't have to see that. I'm gonna find someone to raid so I can take care of my girl. And speaking of ASMR, I think I know who I'm gonna send you guys on over to. I'm gonna send you all over to Rika. She is fucking rad as shit and is doing some ASMR right now. And in fact, she's a dog VTuber. She's a hellhound. So I don't know what the raid message should be, but I would like to thank you all for hanging out. I'll skip my little end, my outro. Raid Dame Rika. I don't know if it's Dame or Dame. I don't know. Whatever the case. Silly, wacky, raid, boogie, boogie, boogie. That's the message. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. I really appreciate the company. We got, like, kind of hella work done today. So, hell yeah, thank you. Maybe we'll try to stream again this weekend? I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. But until then, keep your eyes to the ground, and we will meet again. Take care, my friends, and have a great fucking evening.